Hi, it's Tracy. Today's Wednesday, February 29th, 2012. I'm here today, a bit late, quite a bit late, but I'm here today to do my update for week 8, week 9, and week 10, post Lapband surgery. I had my surgery on December 20th, and just to kind of go over numbers, my highest weight, recorded weight, was 330. And when I started my 2-week liquid diet on December 5th, I was at 313.4. Surgery day on December 20th, I was at 301.2. And got my calendar here. For week 8, I weighed in at 279, which was a 2-pound loss from the week prior. Week 9, I weighed in at 280.6, which was a 1.6-pound gain from the week prior. And this week, I weighed in at 277.8. So that was a 2.8-pound loss from last week, 23.4 from surgery, 35.6 from the start of the pre-op liquid diet, and a total of 52.2 pounds. So overall, I'm happy with that. To be honest with you, I've been struggling a little bit lately, not so much with having the Lapband and following the rules and that, but just more is February. February for me is the worst month. For the shortest month, it sure is the worst. A lot of it is, I'm outside of Chicago, so a lot of it is just seasonal. Cabin fever is setting in, the lack of sunshine, being cooped up, all of that. So now is about the time where I'm counting down the 3.5 weeks until our spring break, and then it's kind of downhill from there with the school year as we get into summer break after that. So it's more just, I know this is a seasonal thing for me, something that every year, February comes and I dread it. So, I've kind of had that going on, very low energy, and I'm thinking that's more time of year rather than anything to do with the surgery, but I think it's still something to keep my eye on to make sure I'm getting my calories in, getting my protein in, my water, vitamins. I'm doing all of that. What I haven't been doing as much of is getting up and doing my exercise. So that's a goal that I definitely have to set for this next week. The alarm goes off at 5 in the morning. I get up and I reset it for 6. And I'm getting enough sleep, so I know it's not that. So I'm heavily leaning towards time of year rather than anything to do with the surgery. So what's new? One of the things that I've been doing to kind of help with this mindset of where I'm at, just kind of feeling down and no energy, I started looking at an entire month. Like, what did I lose? How many pounds did I lose for an entire month? Because I'll tell you, I've been feeling like I'm hanging out in around the same weight range. And, when you're looking at it day to day and, from week to week, and I'm only 2 months out, it still gets to be kind of difficult to deal with it. One side of my brain is saying, and I think I may have said this before, but one side of my brain is saying, come on, hurry up, let's go. You should be dropping faster than that. This is the way it should be working. And then the other side of my brain is saying, this surgery that you had, Lapband, is intended to be slow weight loss. It's intended to be, a longer avenue to get to reaching your final goal. 1 to 2 pounds a week. Make sure you're following the rules. So, I kind of have this battle going on with, quick. This is the way it should be. So one of the things that I decided to do to kind of spin my thinking and look at it differently was to look at how much did I lose in 1 month. The month of December, of course, is unusual because that's when I did the 2-week liquid diet, and it was right after surgery. Excuse me. So December was 21.8. That's a little skewed. But then I started looking at, okay, how have I done for January? How did I do for February? 1 to 2 pounds a week. You're talking 4 to 8 pounds for a month is kind of where, you should be expecting to be. So for January, it was 7.4, which I was happy with. And then for February, it was 6.4. So a little less, but still within that 1 to 2 pound a week mark. So I think that's something that I'm trying to do a little bit differently, is just spin my thinking a little bit. Spin it so it's more positive, spin it so that, I'm getting a different perspective on this journey, and that's really helping. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was that I had my second fill last week, 1 week ago. Went in and he was able to put in another 1.5 cc's, so I think I'm sitting at about 4.25 cc's, according to what my surgeon was telling me from my 2 appointments. My next appointment's going to be at the end of March. Does not mean that I'm getting a fill, but I go for monthly check-ins to make sure everything's okay. And I think at that time I have to do blood work as well, because that'll be the 3-month mark. But if they do a fill, it actually will be done under the x-ray machine, which, is supposed to be more accurate. With this second fill, with getting a little bit more fluid in, I do feel a little bit more of a difference, but I also feel like, again, it's that brain battle of quick, no, slow it down. Not quite as much restriction as I thought I would have or would hope to have, but it's still a little bit more than the first fill. So, we're moving in the right direction. I know it takes several fills, several months, lots of adjustments to get to a good point. But I figure so long as I'm moving forward, the weight's coming off instead of staying the same or going on, I think I'm moving in a good direction. So my goals for this next week, I know the other thing that I was going to say. So another reason why it's taken me several weeks to actually get back on here and update was that my camera that I was using wasn't working properly. So I bought actually what I'm using now, and we'll see, this is the first one. I'll see, what the picture looks like. But I bought the little Sony Bloggy video camera. So I have it with me. I keep it with me in my purse, so that way I can get into doing some shorter updates, or if I'm having a moment, or if something's going really well, I can just quickly get out the camera and record it. So that was exciting. But goals for this next week, definitely have to do the exercise and get back into getting my 30 minutes a day. Gosh, it's been a while since I've updated. I don't think I've shared this. As far as the exercise go, I played in a teachers versus girls volleyball game against our girls volleyball team. And I had done that years ago, hadn't done it the last maybe 2 years, 3 years, because I was in such bad shape. With my feet, I was having mobility issues and I couldn't do it. So I did it this time, and gosh, that was a lot of fun. Really, really enjoyed it. And from there, several of our teachers actually play in a co-ed volleyball league through our park district here. And so I was expressing interest in, asking questions and finding out about that. And they're like, hey, come and, why don't you come and be an alternate? Why don't you come and join us and play? And, we'll rotate you in. And I thought, very exciting. I haven't gone to do that yet. That was just, a week and a half ago that all came up. So, but I think I'm going to look into that, because that would be one evening a week where, volleyball is not high intensity exercise, but it's still something. It's activity. Being out, it's moving, step towards leading that active lifestyle. So I was very excited about that. So definitely exercise for this week. I think the other two things that I want to focus on, paying more attention to portion control. I've been using my smaller plates and cups, the smaller utensils, but I still feel like, even though I'm counting the calories and weighing and measuring that, I just don't feel like I have as good of a handle on that. I'm just not feeling real solid on that. So I'm going to do that. Exercise, portions, water. I want to have more water. I'm pretty consistently getting my 64 ounces, but I really would like to bump it up. I've been having some mornings where I'm waking up and my hands are stiff, which that tells me that I'm dehydrated. With getting the 64 ounces, and I'm not sure why that's happening, but I want to bump it up just to make sure that I'm flushing everything properly. So I think that's it. Thank you to so many of you that have sent me notes, checking in on me, because I've been gone for the couple weeks. I really appreciate that, and I guess another goal of mine is going to be to get on YouTube and make sure that I'm consistently watching more videos. I'm feeling a little detached lately from that, and so I want to make a commitment to be spending more time watching and commenting, and along with doing my updates. So I hope all is well with you, and I'll be back here soon. Take care. Bye.